Spending a couple of segments talking about kids and money with my daughter, Rachel Cruze, who is the co-author of the book, #1 New York Times best-selling book with me. The book is called Smart Money, Smart Kids. It's how to teach your kids how to handle money so when they grow up, they don't live in your basement. And so we went back to the very youngest of the young of children, because Rachel has announced that she's got our second grandchild on the way. Papa Dave is happy. And so little girl, so Princess Cruze is on the way. We have Prince William over on the other side. And now we have Princess Cruze.
I haven't heard this yet. That's funny.
Mr. William is the...
It is Prince William.
And he is a little prince. So, yeah, he's awesome. He's 14 months old. Rachel's sister, Denise's child. So we're talking about... what it takes to, the way people overreact really to babies is what it amounts to. And it's not got anything to do with the actual baby's needs that cause you to go broke. It's all the cute stuff that's out there. And it is cute. I mean, I want to go buy University of Tennessee football stuff and,
oh, that's cute. So
little,
cute.
Little Princess Cruze, little Princess Cruze needs a cheerleader outfit, right? So, right. William's wandering around with his little toddler belly sticking out at the football game the other day with his little orange shirt on, and the whole place has just stopped watching him. They're cute. It's easy to spend money on that stuff, and there's nothing wrong with spending the money on it. The thing is if you're in the middle of your debt snowball while you have little children like that, you got to have the household on a budget, and you're cleaning up your mess so that you can living like no one else. So later you can do something more important than buying them a onesie that they wear once. I think that's where the name comes from. And they wear onesies once, and that's why they make them. That's why they call them that, and because they grow so fast. You get 26 outfits at showers or whatever, and there's no way. They can't possibly wear them all before they outgrow them.
And that's called logic.
Yeah.
But then there's emotion.
Yeah.
To people like me, the mothers, that you're like, but I want the 26 cute onesies, So, yeah,
cute.
You learn self-control. You do.
They're cute, but you just have to just kind of think through it.
Yes.
And, in proportion to your budget, use your freaking brain. Now, if you've got the money and you want to buy some cute stuff, that's fine. And are we going to furnish the nursery so that it qualifies for pictures in Southern Living, or are we going to fund the kids' college fund? Because the nursery's not going to last. In about 3 years, you're going to repaint it, and we're going to take down the baby bed, and we're going to put in a real bed, and so on. And so, but that college fund, now that one lasts, and that's a big deal. And these little things can affect the big things. You guys are already looking at some of that, aren't you?
Yes, and I think you see how expensive things are, so you start to learn to shop smart. Things like consignment sales and things like secondhand stores. I mean, even those, like a crib, I'm like, I don't know if I need a brand new crib. I would be okay, finding one that was used in a store. There's some great stores here in Nashville with baby stuff. So I think it's being wise and just realizing, like you said, it's not the need of the child for every single thing. The wipe warmers or the great diaper bag.
The what? Wife warmers? What'd you call?
There's
warmers.
Things out today, Dad, called...
You have to warm the wipes.
Wipe warmers.
Oh, my God, because their butt might get cold.
Yes.
Oh, my God. So, yeah.
But see, there's money you can save right there. You really don't need that. And you probably don't use it because you end up changing the kid in the living room half the time. You don't even go upstairs for the wipe. So, I mean, you start to be smart about it. But it's so easy to go overboard. And I think... if you spend too much time on Facebook and blogs and all of that, and you start to look at what everyone has, and it's like, this is a good idea.
There's a guilt trip that goes with this, because you're like a bad mom if you don't have all this crap.
Yes. Or you don't feed organic. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, and I'm not even a mom yet. I mean, the child's still in the womb for me, and I start to feel these pressures already, because there's this standard now, and the standard is thrown in your face constantly with raising kids today, with the stuff aspect of it all.
And parents never go overboard on stuff like Halloween.
Oh, yeah, that's coming up, isn't it?
Yeah.
This week.
Yeah, this week. It's going to be awesome. We have 426 team members, and we have trick-or-treating here in the building. And so they at 4:30 this building will be covered in kids. Covered. I mean, it looks like an anthill. It is awesome and cute from now on. But it is always interesting to look at the moms and the dads and the costumes and how really creative, fun, and effective some of those homemade costumes are. And they had a lot of fun putting them together and doing that stuff. And then the others just go, stroke a check. And
for $60. I mean, it's crazy how
talk
expensive
about wearing
it is.
something once. Here we go. Yeah,
Yes.
you're wearing that one time. Now,
Yes.
again, if you make good money and you're out of debt and you've got your emergency fund, then it's okay to do some stuff like that. It's fun, but that, how expensive your kid's Halloween costume is says more about you than it does about your kid. Well, Johnny wanted it. No, you wanted it. Shut up. It was cute, and you fell over laughing, or you fell over in a pile of cuteness watching it and felt like you had to have it.
You didn't think it was cute when y'all took an old bed sheet, cut 2 holes, and put it over our face, and we were a ghost. That was one Halloween costume.
Was it really?
A ghost with a sheet.
Was it really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was pretty lame.
Well, yeah. So apparently y'all didn't roll over in cuteness.
No, we didn't roll over in
really
cuteness on
think
that
it
one.
was
I don't know
adorable.
how old you were. I don't remember that.
Yeah, we were young.
The whole bunch? All 3 of you?
No, just me.
Just you. You went
The
out
middle
as ghosts.
child.
The abused middle
That's
child.
what ends up happening.
That's why we got scarred. Okay. And of course, Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah, we can't go overboard for Christmas either.
Yeah.
So.
The holidays are coming up. I'm sure we'll talk about that more in future dates, how to do that wise.
Yeah, and how to work boundaries with the out-of-control grandparents and that kind of stuff to where, you're being fairly reasonable, but mom and dad are off the ranch and on stuff. And so, and it is hard as a grandparent to stand back and say, well, I could do this easily, and they don't want to do it. And, Rachel's going to go buy a consignment crib, and we could buy a crib. It wouldn't be a big deal. Of course, you could, too. You're just cheap. But you're
I'm
not.
cheap.
Winston is.
I'm a smart, no. He's the saver. Yes,
he is
the saver.
So, but, we just look at that kind of thing. And so how to set some boundaries in some of those areas as well is a big deal. So I'm often asked at your stage where you're pregnant with your first child, hey, I'm ready to start the college fund. Can I start the college fund? No. You can't open an educational savings account for someone that does not have a Social Security number, and you can't get a Social Security number until they're born. So you have to wait. You can have everything filled out and apply for it. You'll get the Social Security pretty quickly. It's issued very fast, but so you won't miss but a few weeks probably of investing, but you technically cannot open the account. Now, could you have your $2,000 set aside for your educational savings account for the first year ready to go to fund after the baby comes? Yes. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And so the question also comes up, how to handle monetary gifts from family, I guess, for the child. Have you run into that question much? Like not personally, but I'm saying when you're out on the road speaking and things, people are asking you questions, or, my mother wants to give my child $10,000 or $5,000 or whatever, or they want to fund their grandkids' college fund or something like that. Have you run into that much?
No, not a lot, but a few times I have, and it's usually seen the way the parent tells me about it. It's usually in a good spirit, saying, hey, they want to give this as a gift. Do you think that's a good idea? And so I always go back to the idea, as long as no strings are attached and it is a gift that they're giving them, and you guys have a good relationship, then most of the time, if it's, reasonable, it usually doesn't spoil the relationship between the parent and the grandparent for the most part. But
yeah, really, it's kind of Henry Cloud's book, Boundaries. Are the grandparents trying to gain access to something they shouldn't have access to, a level of control or something with this gift? I'll give him $10,000, but he has to go to the school I want him to go to, or something silly like that. Or, or I have seen grandparents who are out of control and they want to go borrow the money to do something for the grandkid, and we don't recommend that either. That violates everything we talk about. So. Well, we've got another baby on the way. Congratulations, Rachel.
Thank you very much.
Good
Papa
stuff.
Dave.
There we go.
You're welcome.
I love it. It's fun stuff. Can't wait to have a little girl. Winston said the other night, and I agree with him, it's weird. We've got the little boy and the little girl. You instantly, once you just hear that, you feel protective. The level of need to protect goes way up for some reason. That's
so
very
fun.
cool. All right. Hey,
Thanks for having me on.
Check out the book Smart Money, Smart Kids. It's available at DaveRamsey.com if you want to learn how to raise money smart kids from Rachel Cruze and Dave Ramsey. Good to have you, Rachel.